head in rallies.
Ben Johns will serve first.
And there's that devastating inside-out forehand that he just drops on the backhand. And McGuffin doesn't want to hit a lot of backhands in this match.
1-0.
Oh, so good from Ben Johns.
Yeah, we've seen McGuffin try that body shot when they're right up close at the kitchen line. The problem is this dude's hands are way better than some of the other players that he beat on the way here. So Ben just bunts that right back and still feels great about the position he's in.
Wow. Such quick lateral movement from McGuffin, but Ben Johns one step ahead.
And the key there is the two-handed backhand keeps him ahead. So that is a big addition in 2023 to that man's arsenal, and it paid off there.
Wide for Ben Johns. Makes you wonder what he's going to add for 2024.
And that's the thing. You go like, oh, these guys are the best. And he doesn't stop working on his game because he knows he's being pushed. He loves the target on his back.
And he hates losing.
Wow. And that first volley that Johns hit right there was fantastic because McGuffin had a great look at a forehand.
Beats him on the inside out, and a 4-1 lead to go with it.
And that's the two-handed backhand used differently to drop it with a little bit of topspin to get a pop-up. So lots of variety so far from Ben as well. McGuffin needs to get that energy going a little. Ben likes calm and quiet like it is right now.
There it is. You asked, you shall receive. Big forehand, too.
And a great serve set that up. And it used to be everybody chipped their returns, Michelle, but those would sit up and add spin to an opponent. So now Ben tries to hit a flat return, just couldn't get enough on it. And another big serve there gets an error. So this is how McGuffin wins in singles. Big serve, set up the forehand, use that foot speed to take advantage of the next one.
Oh.
Outrageous. Because Tyson was already serving at 4-3 in his mind after that.
I mean, is that ball going down against any other player?
The answer is yes. Unfortunately for him, this is not any other player. So unbelievable hands from Ben. And then there's where the threat of that inside out is McGuffin just can't commit to covering line here. Whipped.
Cat and mouse by Tyson McGuffin.
And a nice little head shake here after this one's going to go well deep, and that's the energy. such a smart first volley from Ben. He knows he's not going to win the point with someone with Tyson's foot speed, but he opens up the court because the backhand just won't hurt him. And Ben will happily play cat and mouse with Tyson, who's very good at it, but just not as good as that dude.
5-3.
A point for Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, great angled volley. Ben's looking for maybe an ATP there, but the ball skidded away. Didn't even have a chance to get to it. Smart angle. So, again, McGuffin knows every time he's holding on to that, he's got to find his best serve.
3-5.
A lot of recipes during Thanksgiving week, and that is the recipe that Tyson has to follow to win this match.
Should we pull back up your Thanksgiving themed
Yeah, we can do that
storylines?
later. Absolutely.
Side out.
Ooh, that's the one Tyson wants to make. Not an easy shot, but in the arsenal for sure.
5-4.
And the same applies the other way. Ben is cracking his serve and gets a shorter return and then has options. Down the middle returns are great, but they have to be deep.
6-4. Side out. 4-6.
And that is a great example of discipline within a rally. Ben had a couple chances to get into the open court, but that's what Tyson wants him to do, to give him a forehand. Everything kept going back to the backhand. It's the safer side, side out. And I always love to see how good a serve someone will hit after they miss the last one. Will he really go after this one? We'll see.
Barking Tyson McGuffin grabs the serve back. Wow. Ferrari forehand and amplifying the crowd with it.
And it's the footwork to find the forehand there, and Ben was certain it was going cross court and got beat cleanly there. Great shot from McGuffin.
5-6.
And you could just hear the effort of McGuffin trying to track all this down, and Ben wasn't going to let this maybe land on the sideline. Let's just jump over. Clean winner count. Up by 1. Ben doesn't get enough credit for his ability to scrap, and just that shot right there to keep that on the ground is remarkable.
7-5. Side out.
And I like the variety from Ben. Sometimes you think, well, if I return everything in that backhand corner, he's going to keep running around it. So even though it's counterintuitive to return to the forehand, it's actually the smart shot, especially McGuffin cheating a little bit towards the backhand coverage as well. Last two service opportunities for Johns. He's had to look at both a forehand and a backhand, missed them both wide.
5-7.
Here comes Tyson McGuffin.
And a couple of nice aggressive backhand pass opportunities there. This one right here was good. Gave him a chance to get a forehand and had a little bit of an opening, just couldn't make it.
7-6.
And Ben hammers a serve in to get a much better look.
8-6.
Oh, just. Did he get it?
I don't know. He put his paddle down the other side, so I think it might have been a tick wide. And I think a timeout is coming because of that, so just missed it.
Yeah. To his 30th singles title on his career.
Time in. 9-6.
And this will be his 10th of the season.
Side out.
That
Wide.
just checked up and spun away, and his swing path changed just a little bit and pulled it wide. Huge hold for McGuffin.
6-9.
Buried by McGuffin. Crowd is barking.
The stab volleys in that rally by Johns, just terrific, because McGuffin had him on the ropes and then let him off the hook with that last forehand miss.
9-7. Point.
That's one of those where maybe it carried over. He's still thinking about that forehand on the last rally.
10-7.
Ben Johns will take game one between two legends, McGuffin and Johns. Good opening point for McGuffin in game two.
Really nice. Get that energy, get that crowd behind him quickly.
1-0. Point. 2-0.
Bad luck there. He got a very short return. The net propels it long, so just two.
0-2.
Wow, the net taketh away again.
Poor guy.
One, two. Point.
Just a rocket of a serve in the corner to the backhand there. Great job by Ben.
2-2. Side out.
Net taketh away from Ben Johns, too.
2-2. Point. 3-2.
Just great volleys back to back after another really good serve from McGuffin, but just too good patrolling that kitchen line.
Two, three. Side out.
Nice shots from Tyson McGuffin, pulling Ben Johns out wide.
Yeah, he pushed him back, and then just a nice little short angle where there's almost no way Ben can bring that up the line unless it's an easy pop-up. So add to the degree of difficulty of your opponent. Smart play from McGuffin. Can he stretch out the lead here?
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, he can. 4-2 on a backhand beauty.
I mean, that is tremendous to get Ben just going, yep, too good. And to find that little flick on the one-handed backhand off the ground is
4-2.
just really well done from McGuffin.
Down the line he goes, Tyson McGuffin.
And if he starts hitting backhand one-handed passing shots like he did there that hit the baseline, we will definitely be playing three.
Inside out, he can't miss.
Said it many times, Ben is not a fan of timeouts to
6-2.
slow momentum unless it's absolute end of the earth.
Side out.
He would rather slow momentum with his own play.
Such a cool customer. Nothing ever seems to rattle him.
2-6. Point.
Just deep, and McGuffin really liked the position he was in there.
3-6.
That's filth.
Point.
I mean, and you kind of know it's coming, but McGuffin's like, there's no way he can get that past me on that sharp an angle. And the answer is, well, you kind of can.
4-6.
Oh my, Ben Johns. How frustrating for McGuffin.
Yeah, it's just a great read on the first backhand that's punched up the line here. Ben is all over it.
5-6.
McGuffin, on the other hand, is a timeout.
Time in.
Game
5-6.
2 continues. Ben Johns on a roll. Oh, my.
I mean, that's a tremendous cat and mouse point, which means they're both at the kitchen line trying to find angles that'll win, and Ben gets the last say there.
Finesse touch, and that's what it's going to take for Tyson McGuffin.
And he would like to hear it. He tried a bunch of more penetrating volleys to the deep part of the court, and then just a beautiful little touch into the kitchen. Really made Ben work there, so getting a nice deep serve here could pay big dividends. And exactly what he did. So 1 point can carry over to the next one just from the physical toll sometimes.
Oh, deceptive as can be. Ben Johns goes back to the same corner.
And what a return. I mean, that hits the sideline, and sometimes when you have a very fleet of foot opponent, just let him run out of the way sometimes. Great smart choice from Ben.
Side out.
Just wide off the kiss.
Oh, big counterpunch from Tyson McGuffin.
Yeah, and speaking of punching, Ben couldn't punch the volley where he wanted, and McGuffin recognized that. So you cannot just sit back and hope. You've got to come forward, and that is exactly what McGuffin did and pounced on it.
Side out.
Rolls it to the corner. Tyson McGuffin back on top by 3.
Yeah, Ben did not do what he wanted with this shot right here, leaving it way too high, and so many choices for McGuffin. Again, big chance to crack a serve.
Now make it 3. Tyson McGuffin points to the crowd. He needs the energy.
Yeah, and everyone's looking for an ATP there, and Ben has done that to numerous people himself. What a shot. That's 2 beautiful backhand roll winners at the kitchen for McGuffin in game 2, and a little nod probably to his wife, Meg, sitting over there cheering him on.
Closes the point and now has game point. Tyson McGuffin is back.
I promise you that landed in.
10-6.
Tyson McGuffin has only beaten Ben Johns in 1 final in his career. It was just over a year ago, November of 2022 in Texas, looking to repeat history here today in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Just caught the line there for Ben, and Tyson has done a nice job up at the kitchen line, and some of these cat and mouse points have been pretty even. Ben jumps ahead here, though. Switch ends at 6 in game 3 here. Oh, that is unbelievable. To be able to reverse the spin like that. So good. And then it's running away from you, too. So even though you feel like you're close to it, you have no chance of getting a paddle. That's why a short angle return to Ben is just begging for trouble.
Cleaning up a 3-0 start for Ben Johns. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and another short angle return cross court. So then Ben's got options galore. You want to limit those. Very short again on the return. A little help off the tape, but Ben in complete control here.
4-0.
Yeah, and that net cord seems very important because that felt like one of those runs where Ben's going to just win 6 in a row and just switch ends. He's just so focused in and so precise. So now McGuffin gets to crack some serves here.
Gets it right back instead for Ben Johns. Quick side out for McGuffin.
Yeah, and that's just going to be tough. It's good. It's not nearly as good as the forehand on the two-handed backhand pass there. He's been dropping most of those. That one a little reachy on that, popped it up, and McGuffin's not missing that one.
He's on the board.
Yeah, and he's on the board with a little different shot. Tyson usually likes to hit clean winners off the forehand, put a little shape on that, and threw it down on the ground. That was nice. You don't ever want to turn your back when the point is in progress there, but McGuffin scratching, clawing, trying to stay in it, and then, okay, just go ahead.
Oh, my. No. Unbelievable. Tyson McGuffin threw everything he had at Ben Johns just to get the side out.
Yeah, and I was surprised he threw that one up in the air to lob, because in singles it's really hard to cover all the 20 by 44, and it's a chance maybe to drop it and really take the will away from Tyson, because he had so many chances to put it away. You see the returns going more to the forehand, so you don't give that inside out run around backhand where he can go that way or pull it down the line inside in. So some smart return choices from Ben.
McGuffin storms to the kitchen, delivers.
That's just a perfect punch volley into the open court. Paddle out in front. Textbook.
1-4.
Nice return from Ben Johns.
Yeah, if Tyson's going to just lean a little to the left, then go to the right. It's like the electric slide.
4-2.
Great read from Ben there as Tyson threw everything at him, including a ball right at him that Ben was able to handle. Big chance to switch with a 4-point lead here for Johns.
5-2. Point. Timeout.
Missed return into the net.
6-2.
Gives Ben Johns the 6-2 edge on the end change. Does McGuffin have enough in?
Get a forehand or a backhand drop and get into that cat and mouse that he loves.
Jams are flowing here at the Hertz Gold Cup. DJ Selkirk doesn't quit. Certainly not on Sundays.
No, that dude's always on point.
Always.
6-2.
Rolls it in. Big side out for McGuffin.
And rolls it in short because players can go side to side and get everything, but then you add forward movement that's necessary too and just can't get there.
Side out.
Again, the returns from Ben, and they're flat, deep. Puts a lot of pressure on McGuffin because he knows that dude dressed in red is just menacing at that kitchen line when he's not able to hit the forehand exactly the way he wants to.
Side out. 2-6. Side out.
McGuffin looking for some supportive eyes after missing the forehand down the line.
6-2.
Oh, no.
Point.
The crowd sighs with McGuffin.
He got there after that amazing roll there. Ben went for not the best put away I've ever seen, but got the job done and added some mileage to those Skechers.
Point.
And watch Ben react to that being up. He is not going to let that ball hit the ground.
8-2. Side out.
It's GO time.
Yeah, not a lot of real estate left to work with here in game 3, down 6. Looking for some magic in that Ferrari forehand.
2-8.
Get one.
Yeah, he is going to take his sweet time here.
Only match of the day for Tyson McGuffin. First of 2 for Ben Johns.
3-8. Point.
Just deep.
Coming up next, we've got men's doubles. Ben Johns will not be in the mix with his brother Colin. They were defeated earlier in the bracket. Dylan Frazier and J.W. Johnson, the clear favorite in this one against Christian Elshon and Connor Garnett. What a matchup. Can't wait to see it.
What a return, and then what a reply to that. I think McGuffin's like, there's no way I'm in trouble, and just didn't have perfect footing there.
9-3.
Same routine every time. Such a smart way to just get yourself set for the best serve.
Point. Timeout.
And
Receive
just
by
like
10-3.
that, championship point for Ben Johns.
Tyson from the crowd.
10-3. Point
And this return will do it. Ben Johns captures his 200th career singles win here in Holly Hill, Florida.